Hi, and welcome to another episode of Let's Ask Tom. So today we have a question from Mark. And Mark would like to know, he said, I hear a lot in the exercise circles and so forth, in the health and wellness circles about getting your steps in. Mm-hmm. And so, like what does that even mean? Like, how many steps should I be doing, and what's the optimal, and all kinds of things regarding steps. What's your feeling on that for steps?
Yeah, it's passed around a lot. We say things a lot, and we repeat bad information sometimes. It's a problem with society. As we hear something, we don't check it out. So people say get 10,000 steps a day, which is, by the way, is good advice if you can. It might be deep in snow where you live, you can't do it. You might have a disability, you might have bad knees. Basically, we're trying to say be more active. The 10,000 number came from 1965, at the Tokyo Olympics. They came up with a pedometer.
1965?
Yes, 65. Wow. And you hung it, the pedometer, and as it shakes with each footstep, it registers. And they had the goal being on the pedometer, 10,000 steps.
Oh.
And this was right after the Olympics in 64 in Tokyo, so there was this big...
Was this for Olympians?
No, it was just for the average people. It was like a game. It was like a game. It was an amusement.
I can picture all these little Japanese people walking around.
Right, and they just came up with 10,000 steps. It's not from any evidence. The evidence we look at is if you go from 0 steps to 1,000, you're going to have better health. If you go from 0 to 5,000, better health. And 7,000 seems to be like a sweet spot. But if you're like biking a lot, and you're lifting weights, and you're using the rowing machine. So you're in a rowing machine, you're doing no steps, but you can have an incredible aerobic system. So the idea is to be physically active. So the person who's not in an extensive physical fitness program and they get 7,000 to 10,000 steps, that would be a good day. If you live in Europe and walking cities, you might do 20,000 steps. That I've seen do 20,000 steps.
I did do a little bit of an analysis. I was trying to figure out... At 3 miles per hour, which they said was like the average gait for like an adult, a casual walking, I guess, you would have to walk for an hour and a half to equal 10,000 steps.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, for our society as we are today. But I guess if you broke it up into segments or something.
As people walk in the morning, they take a meal, maybe walk in the evening, if they have that type of time. If you live in New York City and the weather's good, you're going to walk a lot more. Like European cities, if you walk your dog. I know people who walk their dogs who get 20,000 steps. I've recorded them when I've trained people. Mm-hmm. So it's generic. Being more active is the key. Walking is the easiest thing. It will improve your health and longevity. It's not going to have an extreme effect on your aerobic capacity because it's not severe enough. You have to elevate yourself into what we call zone
higher,
2. Or a higher pulse rate. And there's a number of ways of getting that formula. But into that pulse rate, what they call conversational rate. Can you keep up a conversation if you're walking? There's some people so out of shape, they're just walking, they're out of breath. So walking for them would be stimulus enough. But for a person...
I wonder if you're walking, and then you just do a little bout of jogging, kind of in between, if it's possible for you to do.
Yes, that's not an unusual one. That's one training theories. Go and walk a bit.
You get your heart rate up a bit, then you
back down. And varying it and going out that way is certainly...
That's probably what cavemen did.
Yeah. Well, they didn't watch too many TV shows.
They didn't run all the time. They didn't have that kind of energy.
No internet, and they didn't have coffee, but if they did, they'd like it.
They'd like it a lot. And chocolate, too.
Yeah, chocolate. So hopefully that answers the questions. By the name of the game was called Manpo Kai.
Manpo Kai?
Manpo Kai. That was the name of the game in 1965.
Nice.
So people just repeat that, like they say, well, this is bad for you, that's good for you.
Just arbitrary.
Yeah, like they say, artificial sweeteners are bad for you. No, they're not. Seed oils are bad for you. No, they're not.
So bottom line is, however many steps more than what you're doing now is a good thing, especially if you're sedentary.
Yes, get you active, and that's the thing to do. So.
Okay.
Any more questions? Please send them to tom@substack.com, and I'll answer them.
Thank you, Mark.